It was September 22nd, the day of the 7th Republican debate. 2 days earlier, Don't Ask, Don't Tell had been repealed, and so candidates were asked their thoughts on that subject. And that is when one of the most infamous moments of the entire debates occurred.
Senator Santorum, this question stirred up a whole lot of controversy online. It comes from Stephen Hill, who is a soldier serving in Iraq.
In 2010, when I was deployed to Iraq, I had to lie about who I was because I'm a gay soldier, and I didn't want to lose my job. My question is, under one of your presidencies, do you intend to circumvent the progress that's been made for gay and lesbian soldiers in the military?
Joining us, Josh Snyder, the husband of Stephen Hill, the soldier booed during that debate. A good day to you. Thanks for joining us, Josh.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. I hope you are too. I know that Stephen is one of 8 plaintiffs in a federal suit being filed today to overturn parts of the Defense of Marriage Act. So I do want to get to talking about that. But first, that night, your husband's overseas. He's telling the entire nation at a GOP debate that he is gay. Before that moment even happened, what were your thoughts leading up to it?
It was a little nerve-wracking. We weren't even sure if the video was actually going to be played. So when they said that they were moving to social issues, the reality kind of hit once we saw him come on screen.
And what did you think? What did you feel during and after the booing? And what did you say when you were talking with Stephen?
To be honest, it didn't really register. It was all a little overwhelming. We basically were kind of excited to see the question be asked, to get the response, but it didn't really register until a little bit later.
Okay. Let's get to the case that you guys are a part of, though. It is the latest federal lawsuit against parts of the Defense of Marriage Act, but it's a little different than others because gay soldiers are involved. Can you explain what's behind this specifically, and what is it that these 8 service members are suing for?
Basically, we're looking for equal rights when it comes to being a spouse in the military. Right now, our straight counterparts that serve in the military that have the same responsibilities, whether they're active or inactive in the services, are given spousal benefits. And right now, Stephen and I are not.
Okay, and that would include what? Health care and housing? Are those the 2 major things?
Health care and housing, if anything were to happen to him, the benefits that would occur from that. So yes. Okay.
For gay service members who are married and may have children, how difficult can the Defense of Marriage Act make your lives?
Well, if anything that supports spouses that have children are applied underneath of the spousal laws for the straight community, DOMA would basically deny those to us as well.
Okay, and you're basically working to change Title 10 of the U.S. Code governing the armed forces specifically and defining marriage as being between 2 individuals of the opposite sex. How tough an uphill road do you think you have?
I personally don't really know. That's obviously kind of more the attorney's answer. But I would say that from the response that Steve and I have seen from the public and the Army itself, I feel confident.
That you'll win. Really, from the Army? Tell me about that response.
They were just very supportive. These are individuals that have known Stephen, some of them as far back as 1988. So this is family, and they don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, I know these lawsuits are being filed in multiple federal courts, but win or lose, do you think the ultimate deciding factor is going to be in the Supreme Court?
Again, that's more of an attorney's answer. I don't want to act like I would understand that necessarily.
Okay, how are you doing with all the pressure and dealing with all this?
It's a lot. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely a lot, but I guess I'll try and get used to it.
Hey, you did well in the interview.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Josh, thank you for joining us.
Have a good day.
You too.